Most of us tend to think about retirement as an ending, don't we? But what if it's actually a brand new beginning? What if it's a second innings, one that's full of purpose and real growth? Well, today we're going to explore a clear roadmap for making these years the most rewarding of your life.
Let's kick things off with this really powerful idea. We're so often told that age diminishes us, that it takes things away. But what if that's just completely wrong? This quote suggests that age is actually a multiplier. It compounds our wisdom and our experience. But, and this is the important part, only if we choose to keep growing. That one single choice, it changes absolutely everything. So, how do we build a life where we can actually keep growing like that? Well, it all starts with a solid foundation. Our first pillar is all about financial security. Now, this isn't just about being rich, it's about creating the freedom and the peace of mind you need to chase after everything else. The whole journey starts with one surprisingly simple step: the habit of saving. Seriously, it's not about how much you save at first, it's about how consistently you do it. Just building that habit, putting a little something aside regularly, well, that creates the momentum you're going to need for the future. And here's what that looks like in practice. It's a pretty simple strategy, really. You start small. Early on in your career, just aim to save about 5% of what you make. Then, as you advance and your earnings grow, you just systematically increase that percentage up to about 25%. See? It's a clear, achievable plan for building real security over time. But hey, just saving your money isn't quite enough. You have to make that money work for you. And here's a solid three-part approach. First, diversify your investments into assets like real estate. Second, take a good look at stable, long-term pension schemes. And third, you've got to protect it all with the right insurance. This is how you create a truly balanced, secure portfolio. Okay, on to our second pillar. Financial security is absolutely vital. But let's be honest, without good health, it doesn't mean a whole lot. In this second innings of yours, your health isn't just another priority. It is your true wealth. Now, this might actually surprise you. When we think about aging well, our minds usually go to the heart or the brain, right? But it turns out, one of the most essential signs of a long, healthy life is something else entirely: the strength of your leg muscles. And here's the reason why that is so important. A full 50%. That's half of your body's bones and muscles are in your legs. They are quite literally your foundation. This is why you hear that old saying that aging starts from the feet up. It's a really powerful reminder of where we need to focus our efforts. So what's the solution? Well, the good news is it's beautifully simple and something almost anyone can do. Just take a daily walk. That's it. Just 30 to 45 minutes a day is one of the best things you can do to maintain those vital leg muscles and keep your foundation strong. Of course, physical activity needs to be paired with being smart about your health. Proactive monitoring is just key. Regular checkups help you keep an eye on all the crucial stuff. Blood pressure, cholesterol, blood sugar, letting you catch any potential issues long before they become serious problems. All right, this brings us to our third pillar: nurturing a sharp and active mind. Now, this isn't about doing crossword puzzles, not really. It's about staying curious, staying connected to the world around you, and staying relevant in these ever-changing times. So, how do we stay sharp? Well, it's all about constantly challenging ourselves. Make a real effort to understand new technologies instead of just shying away from them. Pick up a new hobby, maybe learn an instrument, or study a language you've always been curious about. At the very least, just stay informed. An engaged mind is a healthy mind. Mental well-being is also deeply tied to social harmony. And this is some of the most profound advice on how to achieve it. Take a look at the pattern here in the do's and don'ts. It's really about listening more than you speak. Let go of blame. Don't just complain about your troubles. It's about offering your wisdom when it's asked for, not just jumping in with unsolicited opinions. It's about respecting the journey of younger generations, not expecting thanks. This right here is the secret to creating respectful, peaceful relationships. And when you combine a sharp mind with a whole lifetime of experience, what you have is a powerful gift to offer. This is where a new sense of purpose can really, truly blossom. By giving back to your community, mentoring others, and sharing your skills, you get to engage in one of the most fulfilling acts of this second innings. And that brings us to our fourth and final pillar, the one that ties everything else together. After you've worked on your finances, your health, and your mind, it all comes down to a deliberate, personal decision: the choice to be happy. Choosing happiness often means you have to protect your own peace, and sometimes that takes courage. It means you have to be willing to set boundaries and maybe even walk away from relationships or situations that consistently bring you down or just don't value who you are.
Just think about this for a second. In any disagreement, you face a clear choice. You can either defend your ego or you can defend the relationship. Choosing to protect that connection over your need to be right is, well, it's a hallmark of maturity, and it's a direct path to a much happier life.
All of this really leads to one crucial takeaway. Your happiness, it doesn't depend on your kids or your finances or anything in your past. It is an inside job. You and you alone are responsible for it. And you know what? That is the most empowering idea of all. It means you are the author of your own joy. You're the one holding the pen.
And so we end right where we began. We've talked about the 4 pillars: financial security, physical health, mental engagement, and the personal choice to be happy. The roadmap is laid out for you. Your second innings is here right now. So the only question left is, what will you do with it?